Hi, I'm Graham Steele, CEO and founder of Cryptosense, and I'm going to show you how Cryptosense Analyzer can help you to modernize the cryptography in a legacy Java application as you move to the cloud without having to rewrite your code. So you've got some enterprise Java applications and you want to move them to the cloud, and you want to modernize them to take full advantage of the new cloud platform. The question is, how can you modernize the cryptography without having to rewrite the application? So we're going to show today how Cryptosense Analyzer can help to do that. It works on any Java application, but we're going to use an example based on the popular Tomcat application framework. So like most applications, it's using TLS encryption to protect data in transit, as we can see here. We're going to modernize that for a cloud deployment. So first of all, we want to understand exactly how the application is using cryptography, so we can figure out what needs modernizing. So what I'm going to do is launch the application with the Cryptosense agent attached. So I'm doing that by editing the config to set an environment variable. Notice we don't have to recompile the code. So now the application is running just like before, but this time the Cryptosense agent is recording all of the cryptographic calls that the application makes to its cryptographic libraries. Then we're going to take the trace and we're going to look at the results here in the Cryptosense Analyzer Platform. So we can see a bit of information on the cryptography that's been used. And now we're going to hunt for the TLS. So we know that TLS requires a certificate and a private key. In our future modernized cloud version, we want to make sure the private key is stored securely away from the code in the virtual machine. Here's the list of the keys the application is using. So I'm going to filter out unused keys and drill down to those that come from a software key store. That is, they're currently stored right there on the application file system. So there's only one key left, and I want to confirm this really is the TLS private key by checking through the operations, and I can see these are the TLS operations here. I can even dive right in and see some stack traces to confirm this really is the key that I'm looking for. So now I know the private TLS key is being loaded from an insecure legacy JKS software key store. So how can I modernize that for my cloud version without painful refactoring or making a fork of the Tomcat framework? Well, with the Cryptosense Analyzer, it's actually pretty easy. So I'm just going to select, I want to migrate this app to Google. So I'm making this for Google Cloud. It works the same way for the other major CSPs. And I'm going to migrate it to the GCP secret store. So I'm going to put in the details here, which is actually going to carry out the migration for me. So this is going to send this key to my GCP secret store using my stored credentials. I don't need to go and find the key store on the disk and do that migration by hand. And it's going to give me an agent that I can run on my application to access the GCP secret store in the future version. So let's just check the key arrived safely. So here it is in the GCP secret store. That looks pretty good. So now I'm going to take that agent that the Cryptosense Analyzer has given me for the runtime app. I'm going to edit the config of my Tomcat app again. And this time I'm putting in the runtime agent that's actually going to act with the Google Secret Store and run the new version in the cloud. So it's running now just as before, except that now it's accessing the private TLS key right from the Google Cloud Secret Store. So I don't have to have it in my file system anymore. I didn't have to rewrite a single line of code, recompile the application, touch any of the rest of the cryptography. I can even roll over that key or update to a longer key without having to change anything in the application. So this works for any application in any framework, WebLogic, WebSphere, whatever it is. We can apply it to keys for encryption in transit like we did here, or for encryption at rest, keys of a database, even if they're stored in an HSM. If you want to find out more about how Cryptosense Analyzer can help with your application modernization, get in touch, use the details below. Thank you.